Israeli security forces are looking for a man they say killed two Israelis at a factory in the West Bank on Sunday. Soldiers searched the village where the suspect, a 23-year-old Palestinian, lives. Officials say that he used a homemade automatic weapon in the attack. A 29-year-old woman and a 35-year-old man, both employees of the factory, both were killed. A third person was seriously wounded. CNN correspondent Oren Lieberman is following the story live this hour in Jerusalem. And Oren, Israeli authorities, the security forces there looking for the suspect. What more are we learning about the attacker as of this hour?
George, there is still right now a very large-scale manhunt going on to try to find the suspect here, 23-year-old Palestinian Ashraf Naoula, to find him and to arrest him and to bring him to justice here after authorities say he went into a factory, his place of work, in fact, shot and killed two Israelis and wounded one more. Authorities have gone to his village, to his town near the Palestinian city of Tulkarem in the northern West Bank. They have marked off his home for demolition. They've also arrested a number of those who knew him and brought them in for questioning to try to figure out if Naoula acted alone or if he was working as some sort of larger group. But the key is now, more than 24 hours after the attack, where is he? And that's why we're seeing this manhunt conducted not only by the Israeli military, but also with the assistance of police and the Israel Security Agency. All of this started around 7:30 local time on Sunday morning when authorities say Naoula approached a factory in the West Bank where he worked in the Balkan Industrial Park in the northern West Bank, went inside, approached two people he knew, shot and killed them and wounded one more. Then he fled the scene and ran away, and that is where we come to this manhunt that continues at this point. One of those victims, 29-year-old Kim Yecheskel, was laid to rest last night. The funeral for the second victim, 35-year-old Ziv Hajvi, is scheduled to take place in just a few hours. Meanwhile, as this manhunt happens and as the country prepares for this funeral, the investigation continues. One of the questions, how was the suspect able to bring a loaded automatic weapon onto a secure industrial park? That's part of what investigators have to answer. Meanwhile, the investigation continues as to why this happened. Investigators are looking at terror, and they say part of the indication there is his social media posts, as well as other indications they say they have that lead them to believe that this was a terror attack. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in commenting on this, called it a very severe terrorist attack and promised to bring the suspect to justice. George, that's where we stand at this point. Authorities are looking for the suspected gunman in this case to bring him to justice.
We'll stay in touch with you for the details. Oren Lieberman live in Jerusalem. Thank you for the reporting.